Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video. In this video I will be showing you guys two cars. One of the cars I actually got in on trade yesterday, and the vehicle I sold, I actually took it to the buyer. She literally bought it sight unseen. She didn't test drive it, she didn't come out to the lot. She's basically a site manager for an apartment complex. So she kind of needs to be present at all times. So worked with her, helped her out, and this car that's in front of me, this is my most blind purchase ever. She wanted $1,500 for it. I didn't argue. I said, okay, whatever. Does it run and drive? She goes, yeah, it runs and drives. We put some new tires on it, blah, 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 just minor stuff. I didn't know what color this car was. I have no idea, or had no idea what condition it was in. Like literally nothing, no pictures, no nothing. So I drove all the way to Sandy, which is like 35-40 minutes from my house, and I am looking at this car, not house, sorry, from the lot. This is the first time I'm looking at it when it's light out. So this is a 2000 Nissan Xterra with like 226,000 miles. Picked it up and I drove it home. So to my surprise, this car actually runs really, really well. There's no clunking from the suspension. It doesn't overheat. It shifts good. Motor sounds healthy. It makes good power. So mechanically, I'm actually very surprised and pleased and happy with this trade-in that I did. But right now I want to check oil level, see if I'll need to do an oil change on it. The only thing that's like wrong with it is it has an ABS light, so I'll need to scan codes and see what that's for. But I mean, as you guys can see, it's actually a pretty solid rig. We have oil. It is within level and it seems fairly recent. This is going to be a cold start. 223,000 miles. Look at that. Starts, it runs. There's no milkiness on the oil. Great, and they just put new tires on it, put a new battery, both of which are under warranty. Let me close this up. So you know, for what it is, I think $1,500 is not a bad price. But this video won't be about this car, because I don't think I'll do much with it. Get it detailed, cleaned up, and then off it will go to its new home. This video is about a Ford Taurus that got dropped off yesterday. I actually had like a 16-hour day yesterday, and a super busy morning today. I'm starting this video, it's 1 o'clock, and I'm just starting the day outside of my home office. Yeah, anyways, we are heading to the lot, and excited to show you guys the Ford Taurus, because I want your opinions. I want to know what you guys think about these purchases and trades. Xterra made it with no issues, and this is the start of the show. Take a look. Let me know if you guys see what totaled out this car. All tires are flat. All of them are flat. What totaled out the car, guys? So 08 Ford Taurus X limited all-wheel drive. I think like 130,000 miles, somewhere around there. So here we have it. This is what totaled out the car. Yeah, that's in there. Well. So I'm assuming someone turned into it or something along those lines. And this little kink right here. And that got stuck. So if you look at it, I mean, impact was pretty hard if you look at it objectively, but look, limited. We have a screen, DVD player, heated seats in the back. It is pretty darn clean for the most part. It started on its own yesterday when it got delivered. Has navigation, heated seats up front. I mean, honestly, a pretty darn nice unit. And I already tried to find this rim wheel. Oh my goodness, it's nearly impossible. There's only one seller who's selling a factory brand new wheel, $900. $900 for this. I can't pay that. So I am actually looking into the possibility and the option of getting aftermarket wheels for this car. Obviously I want them to be the exact same size, just so that I could toss the rubber on, well, basically swap, because the rubber seems to be totally fine and in decent shape. But yeah, that's my problem. That's the only problem this car has. And I already have a state inspection scheduled because this car was purchased out of Washington in about 2 weeks. So I have 2 weeks time to get this car roadworthy, so it passes inspection, so I get a new rebuilt title on the way, and then I can sell it. Here's the kicker, guys. I didn't pay a lot of money for this car. With fees, I think it was $838 plus $200 shipping, so I'm a little over $1,000 in it. I found some Ford wheels, 4 of them, for $400. That should fit this car. So I'm looking at essentially say $1,500 plus a detail, but we'll see, maybe I'll clean it up myself. So we won't count a detail right now. Plus to get the tires swapped and whatnot, say another $100. We're at $1,600 and say $200 for title and inspection. So I'll be $1,800 into this car. I drove it, you know, from there to here. It runs fine, sounds healthy, no warning lights on the car except TPMS. So honestly, I'd say it's a winner. Under 2,000 bucks for an all-wheel drive, 3rd row Ford. I think I'll do well with this one. But unfortunately, I have to leave it here. I'll take another picture of the wheel, what it looks like, and try to find something. I guess go from there.
Several days later.
It is probably like 4 days later, and I am on a time crunch because I told you guys I already have a state inspection appointment scheduled. So I need to get this car ready within the next few days. At least I'd like to, because then I could start driving it, make sure everything is good. Oh, where's the hood latch? Hood latch, oh, you are at the bottom. Oh, this is painful with one hand. I just want to do, I guess, my initial check. Transmission fluid. Okay, and it looks pretty clear. Actually, don't remember seeing this on Fords. Beautiful, look at that. No milkiness, no nothing. Let's check our oil level. Look at that, fresh oil, nearly at the top. Wow, looks very, very, very good. And we do have coolant. I am going to start it and pull it out just a little bit, let it run, let it warm up, because I don't believe you guys have heard this vehicle yet. I only showed it to you, and I hope it starts again. Beautiful. Look at that, I even have some cool shades. Oh, my daughter's gonna love these. Okay, what do we have going on here? Okay, we could do that. And I'll pull it out. The reason why I want to pull it forward a little bit is so that I could actually pump up the tires if I can. Because I have been searching. It is nearly impossible to find a new wheel for this car. And I'm assuming because it's a Taurus X and it's a limited. So one, they didn't sell too many of these from the start. 2, limited has different wheels, and these are 7-spoke. They have 8-spoke, 10-spoke, and then they have like, see, this one has 2. They have some with 3. So the, I guess, width is almost the same, but there's 3 spokes in it. It's just confusing. It's kind of messy. And if I get a OEM, like new wheel from some factory, it is $800. $800 is just, like, I could get a brand new set of wheels and tires for 800 bucks. So I found a shop which actually has a few Ford wheels and tires, but they want 500 bucks for them. I asked them if they have anything for $400 because I don't want to really go over that, and they said, yeah, for 400 bucks we have an aftermarket set, which I thought actually looks decent. And then for 75 bucks they will mount all the tires and get it all installed. So what I want to do right now is put air in the tires, and then see if it'll actually hold with this, because obviously it seems like it's holding. I am afraid of pulling this out because if I pull it out, it might not hold air whatsoever. And this is more than a little bit crazy. I want to drive to the tire shop like this. And the reason why it's a little more than crazy is it's actually far from here. It's probably a 25-30 minute drive. Yeah, so the goal is put air in the tires and then let the car sit for about 20-30 minutes. I'm going to do work upstairs in my office. And if the air in the tires won't really go down super quick, then that'll show me, you know, within 30 minutes I will be able to get to the tire place, get new tires and wheels installed, and then drive it back here and hopefully start driving this car and getting it ready. So I will do that off video, let the car run, let the fluids kind of go through, and hopefully it goes as planned. Okay, car has been running last 10 minutes or so. Got all the tires pumped up. I didn't put too much air in them, roughly 30 PSI. And before I get too much ahead of myself, let's take it down the street because I have literally not driven this car. Oh, these mats are like, yeah, all 4 mats, look at that, are down here. And I was like, man, it's going to be a little difficult to drive like that, so just toss them in the back for now. Okay, low tire pressure, that's okay. We do have fuel. Let's take it down the road. Obviously I did not remove the, you know, the thing in the tire in the back, so at higher speeds I am sure I will feel it. Oh man. Okay, I think I'll have to pull it out because kind of see it smacking a little bit. And honestly, I don't like that. I'll have to pull it out or like cut it and see if it won't lose air, because if I drive it like this, again, my drive is about 30 minutes and most of it is freeway driving. So it's probably like 24 miles away from me, the tire shop. And if that comes off on the side of the road or on the freeway, I don't want it to be a hazard for other drivers if I could take it out. And I don't want it to come out and then all of a sudden lose tire pressure, and then what am I gonna do? I should actually check if I have a spare. But honestly, I took it up to a 20-30 miles per hour just now. It runs really well, very smooth. I mean, more or less what I would expect from a car like this. And I've had one of these, but it was probably 3 or 4 years ago. It was also rebuilt title with super minor damage, something like this. And it sold super quick because again, it's a limited, heated seats in the front, heated seats second row. It has a third row, so 7 occupant, like the whole shebang for this year. This car is fully loaded, which is super nice. So I think mechanically, we're not overheating. I don't see any issues. As long as that tire and all tires actually hold air, I should be able to make it to the tire shop. So far everything is going as planned. Thank you, Jesus. And hopefully we continue in that spirit.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
I am just about ready to head out. Tires seem fine. I should be able to make it. So I cut this as much as I could, close. I don't hear any loss of air from any of the tires. So yeah, just about ready to head out and hopefully make it with no issues.
2 hours later.
Alrighty, done at the tire shop. Clean install. The aftermarket wheels fit great. I still have a TPMS light on because they said that the wheels that I have on it now, the factory wheels, they didn't have any. And the ones that came with the aftermarket wheels were essentially broken, they didn't work. So I still have a TPMS light. That's the only thing. Aside from that, it runs smooth. I'm already, you know, making my way back to the house. So once I get to either my house or the lot, either or, I will show you guys what this car looks like and more or less how it will be sold. So at this point, I think just a detail and that's it. Voila. Enough, I guess, intriguing you guys, but check these out. So they fit the factory wheels or the factory tires, and it looks like MSR brand. I don't know, I don't care, but look at these. Honestly, they make the car look so much better, so much cleaner. I will happily sell this for a nice profit.
Several days later.
So a very messy situation happened with the Ford. I went to my state inspection at 7 a.m. and the inspector called in sick. So I spent probably 20-30 minutes inside the car until I got notified that, hey, she actually called in sick and we gotta reschedule you. And they rescheduled me for 2 weeks out. Obviously, I don't want to wait that long because that just delays everything. But you guys saw the start to finish process. I think, I don't know, 1,700 bucks in it, 1,800 bucks in it. I want to probably pull around 4 grand out of it. It's a limited, it runs really, really well mechanically. Really, really enjoy the car. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think I'll make good money on it. But unfortunately, you know, it'll take a little bit longer than I expected. But thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your support. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in another video.